What's up guys, today we're taking a look at the HP 15.6-inch Ultrabook with a 13th Gen Intel 4-core processor, 8GB RAM, and what they call 1.1 terabytes of storage. And this is one of those laptops that looks really good on paper, but you definitely need to understand what you're actually getting. Right away, this laptop sits in the budget productivity Ultrabook category, meaning it's designed for students, casual users, and office work, not for heavy performance tasks. Let's start with the processor. You're getting a 13th Gen Intel 4-core CPU, which is typically something like an Intel N series or low-power i3 variant. This kind of chip is built for efficiency, so it handles everyday tasks like web browsing, Microsoft Office, streaming, and online meetings just fine. But it's not meant for heavy multitasking or demanding software. In real-world use, the experience is decent for basic tasks. Opening apps, browsing the web, and working on documents feels smooth enough, but once you start pushing it, like running many tabs, heavier apps, or multitasking, you may start to notice slowdowns. Now let's talk about the RAM. You're getting 8GB, which is pretty much the minimum standard today. It works for everyday use, but it's not very future-proof. If you're someone who likes to keep lots of apps open or multitask heavily, you might feel its limits over time. Storage is where things get a little tricky. The laptop advertises 1.1 terabytes of storage, but in reality, that's made up of 128GB internal SSD, 1 terabyte cloud storage, Microsoft OneDrive, so the fast, built-in storage is actually quite small. The cloud storage is useful, especially with the included Microsoft 365 subscription, but it depends on having internet access. Offline, you're limited to that 128GB SSD, which can fill up quickly. The display is a 15.6-inch screen, usually HD or Full HD depending on the exact model. It's fine for everyday use like watching videos or working on documents, but it's not going to impress in terms of brightness or color quality. Design-wise, this is a thin and lightweight Ultrabook, making it easy to carry around for school or work. It's simple, clean, and practical rather than premium. Battery life is actually one of the stronger points here. Because of the low power processor, you can expect around 8 to 10 hours of light usage, which is great for portability and daily use. You also get Wi-Fi 6, Windows 11, and Microsoft 365 included, which adds a lot of value, especially for students or anyone who needs office apps right away. Now let's be real about the downsides, because this is where expectations matter. First, performance is limited. This is not a fast laptop, and it's not designed for anything beyond basic computing. If you try gaming, editing, or heavy multitasking, it will struggle. Second, the storage marketing is a bit misleading. While 1.1 terabytes sounds great, only 128GB is actually fast internal storage, and relying on cloud storage isn't always ideal. Third, build quality is usually basic plastic, which is fine for the price but not premium. Overall, the HP 15.6 Ultrabook 13th Gen, 8GB, 1.1 terabytes, is a good choice if you want a simple, lightweight, ready-to-use laptop for school, office work, and everyday tasks, especially with Microsoft 365 included. But if you need performance, storage speed, or long-term power, you'll want something stronger.